Hi there, this is behind the scenes of how we make short movies on a budget on the Paradox Remedy channel. We use the movies game with the expansion pack, the movies Stunts and Effects. And this is on the operating system Windows 8, although we have got it to work on Windows 10, but it's way too buggy. We tried to use Windows 10 for our first video back, the Lonely Room experiment, and went to export the movie out of the movies game, but it didn't work. Other software that is used will be mentioned as this video goes along. The movies game software is now 20 years old, but it's easy and fun to use. If you want to see the results, check out some of the short movies on this channel. Be warned, there's a lot of random stuff, sort of the Twilight Zone and Black Mirror meets Family Guy.
To help with planning those short movies, we use an Excel spreadsheet, listing all the sets and scenes. We made a booklet out of this spreadsheet, making it portable, thinking about ideas on the run. This is my number one tool as a scene coordinator. The spreadsheet and booklet.
The script writing process is great for throwing around the most insane ideas, then reining it back in, and sometimes we don't. The most important part for the final script is to keep everything in order. As you can see, we put the set, and what is going to happen in the scene, and all dialogue within the scene. That spreadsheet and booklet are used throughout this process. You'll notice for the dialogue we put numbers next to them. These numbers are the scene, order of dialogue, and the last number is the character's amount of dialogue. When recording, each piece of dialogue is saved using this, and it helps later when placing the dialogue into the movie.
I dare you to say dialogue one more time.
Without these dialogue identifiers in the script, it would be a nightmare to keep this organized. So, say dialogue as much as you like, it's my jam.
A list of all the sets is made so we know which ones need to be dressed or modified. With the sets, it's important that everything that had been envisioned during the script writing process is achieved.
The tool for modifying sets we use is the Movies Editor. This was created in 2007 and can still be found on the movies3d.com. Please find a link to this in the description. In the Movie Editor you can customize props, costumes and sets. We mainly use it for changing sets. This gives an individual and fresh look to your movies. Just by clicking on the text you want to change, you can alter the sets.
Props aren't normally placed at this stage.
Props are all good unless you find out later on that there is a levitating TV.
This happened only twice and should have been picked up by the scene coordinator or the production coordinator.
But you didn't notice this when you placed the props because...
Ok, let us move on. If I say sorry as the scene coordinator, I didn't notice. But I'm about the spreadsheet and making sure it's all printed out of what we are doing.
See, I knew it wasn't something I was responsible for.
After we have changed all the sets that are needed for the short movie, it's time to fire up the movie's stunts and effects. Welcome to our studio. This is the starting point, only the bare essentials. Each new project we go back to the starting point. In the lot we have a crew facility, staff office, stage school, custom script writing office, casting office and post-production. Once in the studio lot we put the customized sets in. Next you'll save as, because once the customized set has been put in the studio they can't be deleted.
All the scenes are shot as normal in the movies game.
While shooting the scene sometimes we do rewrites or write ideas for additional dialogue, and that's why we don't do the voiceovers until after the shooting of the movie is finished.
Once the movie is shot, time to do the voiceovers. This is recorded one voice actor at a time. The recording can be a long and sometimes boring part. There can be many takes until it's just right.
It's as fun as you want it to be, but sometimes when the sun is coming up and you still haven't got it right, it's the worst feeling.
This is when the numbers for the dialogue comes in handy. When we record the dialogue, the names used keep it in order, no searching things when putting it into the game. Welcome to Behind the Curtains.
First, this is edited in the game, adding the pre-recorded dialogue to the correct character in the scene. We always shoot way too much footage. It's better to have too much than not enough. As an editor, I'm just cutting it down and not checking other people's work.
You could upload this file, but we don't because it's time to edit the shit out of this. Again, using old software MAGIX Movie Edit Pro 14 Plus, but if it ain't broke, why fix or replace? Save the planet.
This is the most fun part of the whole process. With all the old software, maybe we should be called the Antique Software Channel.
That really doesn't have a good ring to it. Next is where the music is added, from more old software, MAGIX Music Maker 2013 Premium. It does what we need it to do.
That final watch of the video, and you hope there aren't any huge mistakes. If there are, then it's reshoot time, but no one is perfect, so sometimes mistakes do get through.
We hope that explains our process. Thanks for watching, and if you want another how-to video, or maybe to cover a certain thing in more depth, just comment down below and we can see what we can do.